Hey guys, what's up? I am going to show you guys what I've been up to. I don't have any, well, actually, I do have some spinning to show you. My friend Ashley, who you guys know as Mixed Plate over on Ravelry and Uprooted Fiber Co., she sent me some unwound, and you're going to hear plastic crinkling, so just deal with it. She sent me some unwound fiber, what's this stuff called? Some unwound fiber arts fiber. It was one of their sock bundles, scrappy sock bundles, and it was superwash merino and 9% superwash merino, 10% nylon. And it was basically just a bunch of random pieces of dyed fiber, and I've already spun it, and it's already dry, so it's going to be going out in the mail for her soon, tomorrow hopefully. But yeah, so it ended up being a really nice spin. Superwash merino tends to spin very fine for me, so it's I'm trying to find my dime. I keep over here to show stuff. Well, I got mine. So this is my fiber gauge, my spinning gauge. And so it did poof up a little bit after I washed it. It was like 4.6 ounces of fiber, and I spun it all. So let me see. Okay. So that's a 3-ply, and it fits inside of the 30 wraps per inch slot. So this is, it is like lace is supposed to be 16 wraps per inch. This is fitting in the 30 wraps per inch slot as a 3-ply. But I'm not sure if this gauge might be off some. But it's still, I got 500 plus yards out of that. So I'm very happy with the way this spun up. Now, it has been so long since I spun superwash that I forgot that superwash is kind of slippery. And so when I was plying where I had joined the little bundles, sometimes it will slide apart. So the next time if I spin superwash again, I'll take, and I'm gonna have to do like a wrap where I'm gonna have to wisp it out more and get it to wrap over a longer section of the fiber. It's not like when I spin regular wool, the cuticles are still lifted and irregular on regular wool, so it locks together like you're making dreadlocks. The wool can lock. That's what helps it felt, that grabbing action with those cuticles crisscrossing and getting tangled with each other when the wool is overlapping. With superwash wool, you don't have those cuticles, so if the outside of the wool is slippery. Added to that microfiber nylon, which is what they used because it was just so soft. So I knew it wasn't like a regular nylon. It was the microfiber nylon, which we call that faux cashmere because it's so wonderfully soft. But it turned out really well, as you can see. And yeah, so I'm gonna put it back in its bag so it can get ready to get sent off in the mail tomorrow, because we're still not meeting up. Virginia still has gone over 100,000 COVID cases and still growing, still climbing. And I am a diabetic, and I have high blood pressure, and so I'm not trying to be out and about. So I was going through a bunch of my papers and stuff the other day, and I found like a stack of I found a stack of what's that stuff called? Copier paper that I had drawn on, probably when I was a receptionist at my job. And some of it was like I would just pick up a piece of paper and doodle instead of getting up and going to get my sketchbook. The printer's right there, so I would just snatch a piece of paper out of the printer instead of being lazy and not getting up and go and get my sketchbook. So I had all these bits and pieces of paper and drawings from some 2014, 2017, just all a range of years. Some of this stuff was drawn. So I've been trying to collect all my little odds and end drawings and little doodles and napkins that I've doodled on and stuff like that. I've been trying to find them, and when I do find them, I'm putting them in one book. So so I'm just gonna put them in just this one book. And hey Ash, yeah, you like your fiber? So I had to show it before it gets mailed off to you. But yeah. So I've just been getting all that stuff together and putting it up. And so here's one of the drawings. Is this upside down for you guys? Because I turned the camera around so it would be right side up on my side. But is it upside down for you? It looks right side up over on the, there's about a 30 to 40 second delay. So this is one of the pictures that I found in that stack of papers, and I put it in this book because I didn't want to cut it out. This is an old book. It's, you get notebooks and you try them out and then you just leave them alone. That's what this book was. It was one that I had got. So, but that's the only picture I really put in there. So I'm gonna go through this book with you guys so you can see, what all the stuff that's in here. This is like my idea book and everything. Let me get this thing to stop. All right, there we go. So you guys can see what's in here. It's kind of like my idea book. I kind of stick just about old drawings that I might have made at a restaurant on a piece of paper. All that stuff gets stuck in this book. Like this book is from 2002. This is from 91. So all those old drawings on little bits and pieces of paper, they're all in here. This is from when I was in high school. And when I was in the Navy. So I just put all that stuff in here. This is from 1984. Let me see. In 84, I was in 9th grade, I think. Somewhere around there, because I graduated in 88. So I just put them in here as I found them, as things were given to me. Yeah, I was definitely in junior high school when this was done. So but I have never been consistent with my drawing. I'll draw for a couple of months and then I'll stop. And I'll draw for a couple of months. I might skip a couple of years. And so that's one of the things that I'm trying to get out of. I've noticed that I tend to be more cartoony when I'm not thinking, when I'm just drawing. And I don't know why I like yet. I like portraits, but I also like cartoons. And I know just from doing this that I'm not a scrapbooker. So like these are some interesting pictures that I saw that I like. So I put them in here. Some interesting cartoons. And so this is my friends' daughters when they were babies, and they're in high school now. Well, she's in high school now, I think. I can't believe they're that old now. And I like pencils, and once I get past the charcoals, like the touchy thing with the charcoals, like get messy. I like drawing with charcoals. But this was when the bubble bust, and more old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, more ads. Somebody had did a tutorial on how to do African American hair. I wonder if this thing will let your camera go in closer. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So there he did a tutorial on doing African American hair by taking a piece of the lead and like rolling it with your finger to get that texture. So back it back up. Back that thing up. There we go. And I like doodling. I wish I still had all my old stuff when I was in junior high and high school. Before I ever heard of anything called Zentangles, we used to doodle like this all over all our stuff. Had like folders and all kinds of stuff that we had doodles like that on. And this is from the art class I took, and she gave us these pictures, and we had to do like a drawing, and the drawing is over there somewhere. And make jello per directions. A recipe I saw somewhere. But like I said, I like doing little cartoony things. But I also like portraits. So this was Girl from Invader Zim. Mm-hmm. That's when I was picking on Brian Emily when we used to excuse me. We used to have our little YouTube art meetups and stuff. Back in the day. So yeah, so this is old. I didn't put a year on that, but I drew this when I was in the Navy. So that's how old that is. This is from the like 91. So we were doing like some prompts. I should have wrote the prompts were on each page. And I like Nagas for some reason. It was Mojo. We had to do something Powerpuff Girls. So I did monkey shit. It says prompt monkey samurai. So I did Mojo Jojo. And this was a drawing I did this year. Prompt lady coming downstairs. It's supposed to be an elegant lady coming downstairs. I did Rosie from the Jetsons. Prompt dragons flying into the sun. And it was like we only had like I think like a minute or two. Like you get a minute to try to get the idea down on paper, just a rough sketch. Let's see. Like I said, I like Nagas. So yeah, so this is some of this is one of the pictures that I found. This is like from the like all of this stuff is stuff that I found. Like this stuff that I found in that stack of cartridge, not cartridge paper. So y'all got me saying cartridge paper now. Copier paper. And all of these are like little things that I found in that like, paper. And I just cut them out and I just glued them onto the pages here. But these are recent. Like this is watercolor paper. I try to do the Hulk. Cause I'm trying to get back into my groove, so to speak. And then I drew this back in April before they did the coronavirus shutdown and stuff. And I thought that was kind of funny because this was before I even knew what the virus looked like. So yeah. I like doing the Zentangle seahorses. And this Trish drew this for me. And she did that for my birthday because I love Outlook Star and Jean Starwind. And there's another Zentangle seahorse. And so this is a funny idea I had for Maryland Sheep and Wool. So it has like all these drop spindle spaceships, different types of drop spindle spaceships, and they're going to Maryland Sheep and Wool. And it's like this ship is named Lifeline. What's it? 2001 or 2011 or something like that. And that little ship was called Bad to the Bone. 3 bags full. Howard County a bust. I love fleece. What's that? Fleece on Earth. And so this was like a Trindle Dare spindle. And then that was just a regular just top wool. And then that was the Turkish drop spindle. So yeah, I was just having some fun doing. And those are some more that were just pages on their own. And just practicing different things. And so yeah, more Zentangles. Mothman. Sheepies. And then that was charcoal and Conte. I think I did charcoal and Conte crayon with that one. So I got some more in the back, but it's on like really thick, smooth paper. Like, and these aren't mine. This is my friend. Like these are old. These are from 1991. My friend Gregory Green drew these for me when we were stationed at Great Lakes together. And he is an amazing artist. I mean, he just sat there with me. I was working as I guess I was like, I was pregnant, so part of it was like my duty day, and I was working with RP men, like helping, giving them their lunch breaks and stuff. So I would sit at the chaplain's office, it's like reception work, and just making sure they got to their appointments and stuff like that on time. And so Greg came because he was gonna walk me back to the barracks. The guys were awesome that I was stationed with. We were stationed together in Orlando, and then we were stationed in Great Lakes, and we still try to keep in touch. Melvin, Greg, and Peaches, and from time to time and Crystal, all those we're still trying to keep in touch. Angie Brown, and so Greg took my book and charcoal, and just in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, he had drawn each. It took like 20 minutes for each one, just sitting there waiting with me, and he gave those to me. And amazing artist. Like this is why I strive for. He just did this out of his memory, and so his imagination. Okay. And so this was my friend's daughter Emily, and I messed up on the I, but this is on like the construction. The you put it inside your comic books, the paper you put inside your comic books. And I was just doodling around, and yeah, so I never finished it, but it is what it is. And that was like a rock. We were practicing doing rocks, And this is where we had to do grapes cross hatching. And so that was this is what that was. Because I didn't have a sketchbook with me, so I just used what I had on hand. All right, so that's what I've been doing. I've been gluing stuff into this book, my artwork. So yeah, and there should be some more stuff somewhere. I'll find it eventually, and then I'll be cutting it up. And there's some napkins. I got some napkins somewhere, and I'll have to find them and glue those into this book as well. So, and I wanted to test out StreamYard, and it's a lot easier than trying to set up everything from YouTube to do a live broadcast. So that's pretty awesome. So I just wanted to show you guys that, and I'm gonna let you go. Oh wait, where'd I put it at? I do have some more drawings in the sketchbook that I'm actually supposed to be using when I go places and stuff. So I have this little sketchbook here that I'm actually using now. So whenever I feel like drawing, I'm using this, and when it's full, then I'll get the one I take that glue that picture into. So this one, I should put the dates on it. So yeah, well I didn't. So this is from when I was working over, and these are like doodles from when I was working over in I was still a receptionist. So this was from, see, it's 2020. So this is from 2017 through 2020. So, and it's still some, it says 4/15. So I'm gonna say January, because like I said, I'll be cutting stuff out and sticking them in there. It's like some of this stuff is glued in, stuck in. So this is when I got this book, because I was trying to find one that had tone paper as well. And so yeah. Let's see if I put a date on this. I don't see one. I know I did these when I was a receptionist, so I was sitting around bored. There's my apples. I love apples. I don't know why it's on top of the flower, but hey, it's okay. So yeah, so this is from 2015. And these are from work. So I was taking a cartoon block, the post-it notes. You need me to hold him? This is for 2016. So yeah, this is right. You gotta take them peppers. Yeah. Come here, boy. Look. This is my grandson, y'all. Oh, gassy little boy. Oh, you gonna get your teeth early? Oh, gums already swelling up. Well, you had your You got the hiccups again. Oh, you little mouse. Where's his next appointment? Tonight. You wonder how much you're gonna weigh? That's what I said. I said about 15. You think 15 pounds? All right. Yeah, you gotta start holding his head. What's that? What kind of crying is that? Go to your mama. I don't deal with crying babies. Oh, okay. So another Naga. Security. And this is from one of those drawing books. What's that guy's name? One of those little skinny drawing books like you can get from Michael's with the cartoons on it. The cartoon block. Just doodling I know that was from Cartoon Block. Here's a napkin. I was in Fredericksburg, Virginia. uh, Cartoon Block. So this is, I was just messing around, and I was like, you know what? I need to start drawing again. So went back to Cartoon Block. That was one of his post-it notes, Doctor Strange. And so then I was playing around with an idea for a colony ship, and stuff, like messing around like an onion. And then I tried Hulk again, but I jacked that up real quick. And so then my friend Barb, but I don't know, ever since I had my quote unquote so-called mini stroke, that's what I found out that they finally said it was. But I didn't have any damage or anything that they could tell. But ever since then, I've noticed when I'm drawing, I'm having trouble with the right side. I'm just not visually fielding the right side of things like I used to. So I got to start being more careful. So I got to start probably flipping my book around upside down, because this right side should be a little bit wider than what it was. Face is too narrow, and her nose is too far down. Her nose should have been up right about here. And her face is too long. So I got to do this again. Practice makes perfect. Overall, I'm happy with how most of it turned out. At least I'm trying to draw again. But there's just something, I got a lot of work to do. And then I was wanting to see that, this is one of those Magna Tank pens you can get from the dollar store. And so that's what this was done with, one of those Magna Tank pens and some of those Uni something, different color highlighter pens. That's what I did like the Dell with. I was messing around with my husband because that's like a snake plant, and then that's like a sunflower. And so I was watching Jersey Crafter, and she said that her favorite saying was, "You're a bunch of emotional women." When somebody said that, and she was talking about it, that somebody's husband said, "You're a bunch of emotional women working in little books." And then that's like, grits, girls raised in the South. And so I've also been going over to Skillshare, doing some of their tutorials, and it's hard to do with pen. So I want to get, like, pens aren't forgiving, like pencils you can erase and blah, blah, blah. So I want to use pens to try and get my confidence up more, as well as not to be afraid of making mistakes, because it's a learning process. So if I make a mistake, so what? Just keep drawing. So that's what I'm trying to get myself into, that mindset to just keep drawing. And so it's a guy with a scorpion's tail. So that's what I've been doing over at Skillshare, just drawing forms and stuff, just trying to get back into the and drawing, just drawing for drawing's sake, for fun, as well as learning form, technique, shading, shadowing, and stuff like that, so I can try to figure out what my voice is as far as art's concerned. Oh yeah, and I found this too. Oh, this is old. I found that when I found those other papers, and I never finished it. I just stopped. I think this is what I was working on when I stopped drawing, and I haven't really done anything. Y'all guys who follow me, I had, my mom passed, and then I became a grandma twice and everything. So you guys know I've been busy dealing with a bunch of stuff, and now we got this COVID thing. I got my own health issues, and it's just crazy. But I still spin, I still crochet, I still knit. I'm working on a sweater right now. I'm working on the flax, and I'm almost at the point where I'm going to change colors again so that I can do the ribbing at the bottom of the sweater, and then I'll be ready to do my sleeves, and then I'll be done. So I just wanted to try out StreamYard and see how easy it is to use, and maybe I can get my daughter to come on StreamYard and we can stream together while she's also doing her artwork. She is Star Wisp, and I think I have a link to her YouTube channel. So if you guys get a chance, go over there, and subscribe to her channel and watch her videos and stuff like that. She's gonna be doing more videos showing you guys her artwork and her art process, and I'm very proud of her. She just finished illustrating a book and got the dummy copy back, and I'm just so very proud of her. So you can hear a bee in the background. So I'm getting ready to go and play with her for a while, and then watch some of you guys' videos. So take care.
You gotta give that to grandma.